Hello, Star Family. It's me, Lula, the magical medium. Oh, gosh. I was Tallulah. Going back, I was Kelly. Now I'm Tallulah Kelly, Lula Kelly. I've changed, I've evolved, I've grown. And because of you, all of you here, I have mastered me. Now, that sounds a little arrogant to say I've mastered me, but Spirit put those words in my mouth, and I feel like the master in me is telling me it's time to move up to the masters, which means, my beautiful family, at the end of this moon cycle, I will not be doing readings anymore. I know. Now, I don't know if that means one-on-one. I don't know. This just happened today. I had a real, actual come to Jesus with Jesus. Jesus has been coming for me for a while, and we've been talking, and we've been having little talks here and there and little hangouts. But, you know, he came through today, and it was just such a profound moment, and I just knew that it just felt really right. So earlier today, I did a pick a reading, and it is a really interesting, fun one. It's one of those kind of, I call them my generics. It's just messages you need to hear from Spirit right now. But very, very, throat chakra, very interesting. A little gut-wrenching, eye-opening. It was an extension from the full moon in Sagittarius reading. So what I believe is happening, my friends, is I believe that we are at the end of a cycle. It doesn't mean that we won't still be in each other's lives or know each other. It just means that I need to go do other things. Oh, it doesn't mean I won't come back. I don't know. I have no idea. We will see. But as of this moment, I know, oh, look at that. The wind is like kicking up the drapes. As of this moment, I know that they're going to have me continue Lula's life. So if you haven't subscribed to me over there, you may want to do that. I've been having so many breakthrough moments. It's hard to put into words, really. I'm going to be talking about it more on Lula's life, at least for a minute. But if you've been walking with me for a while, you know I go with the change and the flow of time and where I'm meant to go. At first I got kind of, it was interesting. It was like a come to Jesus. Like Jesus was like, let's talk, you know, and he just gave me a lot of pearls. We talked about a lot of different things. And then he said, I don't know how I don't remember now. I don't remember if he said, be prepared to die, or you're going to die today, or something. And of course I heard it the way I heard it, you know, for all I know, he was like, oh, you're going to go through a massive transformation today. It's going to feel like a death, you know, but all I heard is you're going to die today. And so I started to really have these breakthrough moments, and I was like, wow, what is happening? So I think Lula's life is going to really get interesting. And I think you guys are going to really start seeing many sides of me, many facets of me, and why, you know, this channel started as Lula's Labyrinth, and then that shifted to the magical medium, and then the magical medium was just a bridge to get me to Lula's life. You know, it was like slowly introducing me to the world in bits and pieces. And I feel like that's what Lula's life is going to do as well. And I'm not sure exactly how or why or what's going to happen. But I do know that this channel, no matter what, it was lucrative when I needed it to be lucrative. And in the standstill moments, it reminded me to be patient. And it reminded me that karma is very real. And that I needed to go through many stages and many things, very humbling moments and stages and things, to come back to self. You know, I can blame my family or my friends or my jobs or my bosses, my people, whatever. I can blame everything. But the truth is, I kept taking the bait. I could have at any moment walked away and made different decisions. There are many moments that I look back now and I was like, wow, I can see where, you know, yes, free will is always at play, but you will always end up where you're meant to end up. But who knows, like, what different people, different places, if I had taken different tacks. But it doesn't matter, because these are the ones I chose. And so now I'm feeling more and more like the knight in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The Knight of Templar, when the guy is trying to drink the water from Jesus' cup, right? And he's like, choose wisely. And he's like, oh, yes, Jesus was the King of Kings. Because the way he envisioned Jesus was not the way Jesus envisioned himself. He never asked to be the King of Kings. He never, you know, he was just on a fucking mission, man. He was a prophet that was like, listen, why do you have all this money? These people are starving. Like, what the fuck? He's just somebody who stood up and said, what the fuck? And so now I feel like I have been building a team of fucking warriors. If it's true in the cyber world, as they say, if it's true that you have twice as many people watching as are subscribed, because a lot of people don't subscribe, they're incognito, right? Throat chakra, they don't want to speak their truth, they don't want, you know, whatever, they don't want you to know they're there, even though you know they're there. But it was like this really cool moment, and in no way, shape, or form will I ever feel like a failure, because I feel that I am the most blessed person, and you guys, man, you're badass motherfuckers. And I feel blessed and privileged on multiple levels to have walked with you this long and this far. And over these next few readings, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited because, you know, we're in the 6th moon phase, right? We're in the reflect and release, the waning GIBBOUS. We only have 2 more. That means we only have 2 more readings together. I don't know if there'll be any more picker readings. I don't know if that was the last picker reading. It kind of felt like it was, but I don't want to, you know, who knows? I never know. But I do know that you are all very beautiful, special souls, and I feel proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. Because what we have done and what we've accomplished here is really important. And if I never do another reading after these last 2, I know I did what I was meant to do during that part. And I'm excited for the next chapter. I'm excited for all of you. Please keep in touch with me. Or follow me on Lula's Life. I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know. This is the thing that's like kind of blowing my mind too. I really don't know. I feel a lot of magic coming my way. And I'm going to take it. And as much as I have loved doing this for you guys, I know that it is, it's time for me to move on. And I'm so excited. And I have more to learn and more to teach. And that's why I say, when I say the mastery, I feel like I have mastered to this point of what I wanted to do at this task. And now it's time for me to move on to others. And I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know if they'll have me keep this channel going, because I have done so many readings. Like, there are so many readings still on this channel that I have not posted, like shorts mostly. And so I don't know if they're going to have me still like come over here and just like throw those out. You know what I mean? Or if they were just for me, right? Like, I don't know, because every time I create a reading for you, I have it too, which is what made me really realize how much we are one and what mirrors really mean and why this dark mirror deck is so perfect. Oh man, it was like, ah, when I saw it, I was like, and I totally misunderstood something Spirit said, because I looked at it and I was like, man, I'm like, I really? I'm like, I kind of, and then whatever, it came back to it, and then I realized it's because I had seen an image of the energy deck in my head, and I think I kind of got fixated on that. And so it made me realize just how magical I am and how powerful I am and how powerful we all are, and that we have to be super, super cognizant now. I love the readings. Not just the readings I do here for you guys, but the other people that I go to. As far as I'm concerned, they're my therapists. You're my therapist. I'm my therapist. We're all our therapists. Spirit is just our therapist. It just bounces that mirror back to us. And today our energy is, it's the 6th moon phase. It's the waning gibbous, and it's about reflect and release energy. And now I feel like, I feel like there's going to be so much coming through for us over the next 2 readings after this. Thank you. I would say I'm sorry for being so emotional, but I felt like I had to just get that out there, and that, and I hope you felt how much I love you and how sincere I am. And here I go. And just that I feel your love, and I know, we've been supporting each other. We've been supporting each other. And I'm so proud of us, and we have so much to do. So with that being said, the number 6, I was surprised they didn't have me do the readings yesterday. I did the pick a reading earlier today, and now I'm doing this one. So this is my 4th reading of today. And then I looked at the calendar, and I'm like, oh yeah, because it's the 6th moon phase, and it's in real time, it's June 6th, and it's the 6th month. So we're in the 6th month and the 6th day. And the year 2023 is the number 7. So, which 6 and 7 is 13, and then 6 and 3 is, so it's 19, but if you add 1 and 9 together, it's 10. It's about completion. We've come to some completion, you guys. We're going to do some really great stuff together, because I don't want to tell you just yet, but we have a lot of celebration and things to come through. Things I wrote in the book for June, I don't know how long. I don't even know when I wrote them. It's been a while. And things that I knew when we'd get to it, it would be really exciting, and I wanted to show you now, and they said no. Because we only have 28 minutes and 40 seconds together today. I could have, done more, cleaned out my phone and uploaded stuff, and they were like, no, this is a very intimate, loving, you guys, you just all mean so much to me. Spirit means so much to me. These experiences have meant so much to me. I have grown and changed and evolved so much. I knew when they asked me to transfer it over to the magical medium, I knew at some point it had an expiration date. And I even believe in the beginning they spoke about that a lot. I just never knew when. I think I thought it would be like 1 year. But then when they told me to keep going this year, I was like, what? But now I know why. It all makes sense, because like everything had to happen the way it is, and everything right now is like training the way that they say it. Everything's like going the way it's supposed to. Angel number 6 means symmetry. It means balance. And Spirit wants us to find balance here on earth and within ourselves. And the dark mirror, I don't know if we're going to pull 1 card, no cards. I don't know if it's just there to talk to us. The quartz crystal wanted to really be amplified today, as it's sitting on an amethyst to amplify the healing. I feel like as we are in these last weeks of spring and fall for both our northern and southern hemisphere family, we have them both. We honor and cherish all of us and everything that we're going through, all of our divine, seasonal changes, all of our divine internal and external changes. We are honoring ourself. We are honoring our path. We are seeing that we have a higher purpose. And that's why this has to end, because now I have many things that I've been toying with for a while, and I don't know what's going to happen. All I can tell you is that this beautiful run was a group effort. We did this together. We got through so much together. I have been the mouthpiece and the leader and the speaker, but all of you are leaders and mouthpiece and speakers. And now it's time for you to go out into the world and do your purpose. So the number 6 is also about cultivating a beautiful balance between the material world and the spiritual world. And that's what they want us to do now. How can we bring this tangible experience back into the world? Our very real experiences, how can we bring them into the world? Do you like to, have you ever spun lace? I saw someone spinning lace. I saw lace being spun when I was in Bruges in Belgium, watching these women. It was just like the most beautiful thing. It was like watching human spiders. It was like watching a web be created, and it was like magical and mystical. What are you? You're mystical warriors. I'm not going to tell you which reading it was, but I did 3 readings today for the Picker reading, and one of the readings, literally, Spirit called them the magical mystics or something like that. And that's what I feel like we are. We're like, we're the mystical warriors. When I see dark mirror, I also see warrior there. It's like we've been to the darkness. We've seen the shadow. We live in the light. We know how to dance between the two. And now it's time to take all of that knowledge and put it into, implement it into our lives in every sector and every space. The Dark Mirror deck is here to teach us reverence. Reverence, the actual meaning, is deep respect for someone or something. And I took this straight from the internet because it was so good. The sentence is, rituals showed honor and reverence for the dead. And if we read it in its form of an energy, respect, reverence is just another word for respect. So rituals showed honor and respect for the dead. We must do the rituals. You guys, I have not done a real good ritual in a while. And Alder and I did a full moon ritual, and it was so powerful. And it has changed me forever. It is like, I know it was, a powerful moon for us, being a triple Sag and his moons in Sag, but like I felt it on multiple levels. I just felt like this shift and this change. I feel like a lot of people felt it. I don't even think you had to even have a lot of Sag in your chart. There was just something really powerful about it. I feel like something was set free, but also, the next 4 moons are going to be, super moons. So we have to remember that too. And super moons just mean that the moon is closer to the earth, so it's going to amplify the energy. And that could be why, they're wanting us to take the highs, but remember, in the lows, in the dark, that's where we learn. Don't forget that. I don't know if they're going to have me just leave my channel running. I don't know, if they're going to have me put it down. I don't know if they're just having me take a sabbatical, and I'm like, I'll be back in like a month and be like, hey, I'm back. You know what I mean? But right now it feels very final. So I don't know. It literally just happened today, and they're telling me to just go with that energy. And that's the energy I feel. So either way, it's definitely an ending of something. And I know for a fact I'm definitely not doing another moon cycle, and I may not be ever, but it feels kind of final to me. They also want us to remember that with reverence, we show that respect to spirit, and we do that with bowing, right? It says a gesture of respect is to bow. And it's not like you're like, I'm not going to bow down to you. It's like, no, it's a bowing to someone is saying, I respect you as I respect myself. Because the true warrior of light, the true warrior of dark, the true warrior that's lived and experienced both and knows that there is no perfection, that judgment of others is just a judgment of self. Those that understand that the darkness is part of us, we love it, we embrace it. Thank you, Lucifer. Lucifer was made by the same creator who made Jesus. Religion was created to force man to fear and respect an energy and a deity that is of darkness, not of light. And you can respect and pray and bow down to any other or all of the above. It's your path. It's your connection with spirit, with the ancestors. How you walk this warrior path is up to you. And you can do it with reverence and respect for all things. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. Drink some water. It came up in the other readings too. We must not be getting enough water. So take in some deep breaths. I invoke the power of the healing energies of the universe. And I call upon all of our higher selves. If you would like to receive this healing, you just merely have to say, I am open to receiving this healing. Thank you, Spirit, for healing all of us, each individually, whatever's in our greatest and highest good. It's different for all of us. Thank you for healing us from the inside out and the outside in. You know the drill. Thank you, Spirit. Accept the healing. You have to accept the healing. I'm feeling it in the crown chakra. Really big. So work with your crown chakra. This is a message to all of us. I feel like I heard snip snip, like we've been disconnected from our crown chakra. We've been getting too aesthetically connected to spirit through almost non-rituals, so to speak. And so they're saying the best way to get connected to spirit is to get really quiet with nothing. Go out into nature. It's the only thing that's ever changing, right? Why would we want permanence? If we are anything like where we come from, which is this earth, permanence is death. We are ever flowing, ever going. So in the next year, while Jupiter is in Taurus, we need to just soak in all this great energy, because you know what? Yesterday, Venus went into Leo, and it'll be there until October, and it has a little bit of a retrograde. I don't know how long, and then it's going back. But this next year is the year of awesomeness. But only if we allow it. I'm going in. Only if we allow it. Only if we allow it. If we keep fighting it back, it's not going to come in. Listen, number 6 is about success, peace, happiness, communication, highly creative energy, harmony restored, new opportunities, hard work paying off after 5 years of hardship. Or they're saying after the number 5, because number 5 is about hardship, right? So they're saying PTSD mindset, let it go. Because C6 is right after 5, and 5 was so tough that it's hard to see past it, and we still have this like waiting for the other shoe to drop, and they're saying don't do that because you're almost there. We're all almost there, and it's going to happen different for each of us, okay? 2331. Let's work with that angel number together. 2331, 2331. Also, is that the number 8? I believe it is. So work with those energies. We need to let the negative mindset go. It's not doing us any good. And so here, we need spirit. I hear you. Oh my gosh, so many energies want to come through. Oh, you guys, check out that reading. I don't know when it's coming out. It's going to be coming out soon, so just look for it or subscribe or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's going to be coming down the pipeline. Okay, wow. I felt this really strong, and we only have about 4 minutes. Wow, here we go. We have, ooh, this one wants to go in front. Ooh, no wonder why they didn't need, look at that light. It's like they want you to see it fuzzy. Artificial heart. And I also heard artificial intelligence. Yeah, artificial heart. See, there's so many people on the outside. Oh, there's too much going on with the fakery and the fuckery. Oh, I can't take it. Okay. And then, oh, look at this. Envious, gluttony. So artificial heart is number 12, which is also the number 3, and 3 is half of 6, right? So it's almost like we've got the light and the dark here. They don't want you. It's almost like they don't want it to go. I'm trying to get into, you know, for you to see it, and they're like, no, because some of you, it's like you can't see your shadow, but they're like, yep, that's what it looks like. I know it looks gross and dark, but that's what it looks like. And what is that? Envious and gluttony, number 9. So we've got 3, 6, 9. And also, I'm seeing this as kind of this like before and after moment. Do you see like the dark and the light and the shadow? It's kind of like the before and after. And I feel like some of us are just like stuck somewhere in between, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh, here we go. Alone in the world. Number 6, what did I just say? Oh my gosh, shut it. So we have 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so what is really interesting to me, oh my goodness. What's interesting to me about this is, hold on. Okay, so each of these cards, I only have a few minutes. Each of these cards have like different stages, right? Like kind of like different stages of death, so to speak. I'm pulling this out so we can see it. Okay, so interesting that for this, they're having it look like this too, because they want us to kind of see ourselves, if that makes any sense. Okay, so the moon phase of the envious gluttony, which is all the way to the left, the darkness, is the waxing gibbous. Okay, and waxing gibbous energy is about setting intentions, also the number 2. But the stage is denial. Then the next card was artificial heart, number 12. It was the new moon phase, and the stage is bargaining, right? So we got denial and bargaining. And then at the end, we have number 6, which is the 3rd quarter moon, which is coming up, because right now, right, we're in the waning gibbous energy. It's the acceptance stage. So I feel like this is, because there's only so much time and I could have done this differently and whatever. I feel like this is like a message for all of us to kind of like, you know, kind of sit on our own kind of thing. Because, yeah, I'm feeling, and it's interesting because the one card that would normally be in between here is the colorless angel. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are, right? Like you're in denial, you know, you want to stay in this certain place. And they're like, no, it's like, we got to move forward. You can't just fucking, you know, we have to get past it. And it's like, you can fake it, the artificial heart, right? Like you can pretend that's the bargaining stage. And the new moon, you're like, I'm going to set a new intention. Things are going to be different. They're going to be different. They're like, are they? Are they really going to be different? Because they kind of haven't been different before, you know? And then, you know, number 6 is alone in the world. Acceptance, you know, and the 3rd quarter moon phase is number 7, transition and forgiveness. So very, 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 very powerful, you guys. We're not alone in the world. In solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. That is your new mantra. That is our mantra until we get to the 3rd quarter moon. I almost feel like I want to go more in depth in these cards on my own. But anyway, our new mantra for the waning gibbous is, in solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. One more time. In solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. All right, you guys, until next time, take really good care of yourselves and each other. Oh my gosh, 2 more. I love you so much. I'll see you then. Blessed be. Oh.